there, fellow wanderers of the field. Starless Plains here. Welcome back to another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Back in the previous episode, we finally found out about Sayori and what she's been dealing with and the cause of her problems each and every morning, but dealing with depression isn't such a funny business and all that, but I hope everything will be turning out with Sayori throughout the later days, but right now, closer to the festival, and I believe Yuri is very close to my home. I mean, I was about to say his home, but of course, I'm the protagonist as well. Alright. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early? I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I have known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore that. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. My god. Why not take her to the living room? Come on, it's more safer that way. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. It would be really embarrassing for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look at that! Yes, Snurt. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. Was it thinking for some reason? I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrists. She puts both of her hands firmly on her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. You know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow, really? Oh come on. This is not a romantic thing, you know. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? It makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see... Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and wooden cylinder-shaped objects. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that will be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the one thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of their air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. Okay, really? Why do you have to put romance in that? It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout out through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. I don't know what the smell is. What kind of mood is that for one? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. Oh, come on, Yuri, really? This is not a date. This is just to help prepare for the festival. Come on. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Ugh, come on, Yuri, stop with this. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. Well, if you put it that way, yeah, maybe put a lot of emotion into your poetry, but I think Yuri has other things in mind. Foreshadowing! But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion on anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the original paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. It won't be used in the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper into the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Would that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Ew, excuse me. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or she's more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Starless. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle had an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Don't tell me it's one of those. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. That's not what I was expecting. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. Well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool-looking knife. I can't deny that. Is it? Isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Starless! Why'd you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. Should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. You can't cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickled down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Really? I feel her tongue. Ah! Oh my god! Even though I did say it, it's just. Ah! It's just the mental image of. Ah! Okay, I'm skipping through that. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, it's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, but it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright. You know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger. What? Come on! Really? I'm having a funny feeling things will turn for the worse for this. What about Sayori? Are you even thinking of her? Stylus? Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. I couldn't agree more. Alright. You're so weird, Stylus. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. Just a tiny cut. Look, they already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue making progress in the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great! Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move into the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to help buy the paint tables. That's right. One of the items Yuri has asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tables. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tables in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cup too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use the small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them in play to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm? Huh? Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so... Let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So... I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat! What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I nailed on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of the elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feeling a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I could spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah! Sorry. Yuri rolls back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face! There are droplets of paint in Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush down and fetch a small towel and then damp it into hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh, great. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Oh my god. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrists. Wait. Just for a little longer? Things are becoming weirder by the second. Feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looked into my eyes. Oh god. It's an intense expression that I recognized from when she reads her books. Almost as if she lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathed gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is this the aroma of jasmine oil giving me the dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Hey, get back! Get away from here! Ah! Yuri pulls slowly. Sorry. But feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again. But her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that's just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true. Oh, won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In fact, in that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Whew. Uh-huh. Say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Ah, no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well... Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So... I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walked her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there is anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have much time as we wanted. Because we could do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can hang out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Starless. Yuri takes a step closer to me that briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Okay, what if Sayori is looking through the window at this? Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. I fucking knew it. Alright, Starless. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Starless. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. This is not good. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. Sorry. But we'll be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course! Sorry, beams. Yeah, so... I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. This doesn't seem to be good. This is not good at all. Sayori... I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well... I tried staying in my room. But my imagination has been really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. Makes me really happy. No, Sayori, it's not what it seems. Come on. Yuri was trying to get close to me. Come on. You think I have anything to do with Yuri? Come on, we were just... Ugh, crap. And you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears started falling down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Starless? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This should be much better if I could just disappear. No! Sorry, don't say that. It's true, Starless. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have wasted your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. Should just... Monica? Okay, what does Monica have to do with this? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you is like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Starless. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Starless, I like you so much that I want to... Don't say that, Sayori, no! You can't do that! That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand on my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So, there's no way you could like me more than I like you. Should have realized it sooner. But spending time with you, with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helps me realize that you're truly the most important person to me. That's why I accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Starless. Aww. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Starless. Is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Starless. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? You're not going away at all, Starless. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So... I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle everything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at it whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Starless? Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Yeah? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you really feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It feels like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. That's why I can trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that But in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me. And I'll do whatever it takes to make a happy future with her. Yes, please. I'm just hoping everything will be turning out great with Sayori. I hope. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I consider going to her house and wake her up, but deciding that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly completed. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently roll it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. No, spend time with Yuri! Only Yuri. No, not Yuri, Sayori. Forget about Yuri. Come on. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Stylus! You're the first one here. Thank you for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri will be here by now. Monica was placing a little booklet on each of the desks in the classroom. Must be the one she's preparing and has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that on days this important she'd try a little harder? I say that, but I still remember that Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not really that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility on her, Stylus. I mean, especially after you exchanged with her yesterday. What? How do you know about that? You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But, I stammered, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You didn't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid down on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is nearly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poem from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Oh no. Out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. Listen to everything she said to me? But a poem is never actually finished. it just stops moving. Oh no, this is not good. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Starless? What's wrong? Nothing. The poem feels completely different from everything Sayuri's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayuri, so... well, alright. Try not to make it too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself! Monica calls out after me. I click in my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder than Sayori. It's not a big deal, or at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to forgive her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect her to answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallowed. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking up in her own house. That really is something that what a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. It is a kind of a breach of privacy, but she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. The hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can't be real. Sorry I wouldn't do this. Everything is normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Suppress the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayuri I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How come I could be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have just confessed to her. That's not what Sayuri needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep me telling everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her. Walked her to school. I remained friends with her like it always has been. Then I could have prevented this. I know I would have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I could do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. I know I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Fuck? Whoa. Huh? What the heck's that? Eh? Okay, this is strange. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms around me like she's really obvious to attention she might draw to herself. This girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. I knew this kind of friend is... Wait, are we back to the beginning? Out the school, staring at each other. Oops. She's going to chase me after like this. I felt better running away. What happened? Okay. This is really strange. School days, know any other things, motivation, clubs. Monica? Huh? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiled sweetly. We didn't know each other, well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in for anyway? Oh, I just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction people in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing about arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Okay, things are starting to get weirded out right now. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's actually 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I could see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She's always insisted that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Stay starless. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I wouldn't ask you to join, but if you could at least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse something like Monica? Sure, I guess I should check it out. Okay. Okay, everything is so confusing right now. Awesome. You're really sweet, Starless, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials at another time. You're more important. Okay, I'm just gonna stop right there. Holy fucking shit! What the hell is going on here? I am just utterly speechless right now. I would have figured that confessing to her would actually help things out, but obviously it didn't. Then everything started becoming different from now on. Then what Sayori said when Monica told her to do something, but now I'm trying to figure out what the hell this is, but holy fuck. So something has to do with Monica, that's for sure. Whatever she has in mind, we gotta find out about that. Fuck. Monica is like trying to torture her and all that. That's not even funny. Suicide is not even fucking funny. Suicide is never the answer. It hurts you that are really close to you. And you can't do that. Even if the pain is too intense, there are actually people that actually care about you. And you can't be suffering in silence. Nobody should be suffering in silence. Nobody should. And of course, this is also one of the other reasons why I decided to become a YouTuber and all that. Besides just expressing myself, being the most goofiest and most idiotic person that I can ever come up with, but I wanted to help others. I wanted to help others that have been struggling, like anxiety, depression, thoughts of suicide, or bullying, or anything like that. Anything like I've been struggling, that I struggled back in my past, or probably people that have been dealing with even worse than that. I want to reach a hand out to those that have been dealing with these kind of problems. And maybe show a word or spread a word of kindness to all the people in the world. And maybe each hand could actually reach out too. And everybody needs a friend. Everybody just needs, like, a friend to actually sit down and listen to. And give a better understanding instead of just, like, being scolded at or saying, eh. All that is just a big bunch of bullshit, and it's just a phase, but depression is never a phase. Unless it's something traumatic that I've been dealing with the past or anything, or a loss of a loved one, or a family member that you hold dearly, the depression is still there. It is still fucking there. And it... Sure, even on the outside, you seem like a very happy or probably neutral person, but you won't be able to know unless you look into the book. Hence Literature Club, of course. But you can't judge a book by its cover, and you gotta look through the pages to see what is actually going on with each person. And believe me, suicide is never an answer. Suicide is never a funny thing, believe me. I even tried committing suicide a few times. I even tried to hang myself. It's because I thought the world just doesn't need me anymore, and my life is not worth it, or whatever I say is not worth it. But I got a husband with me, I got a daughter that thinks of me. And I can't let that go to waste. I can never let that go to waste. I mean, if there's family that does need you, or if you got a little one and you got depression and thoughts of suicide, you can't be thinking of that. Thinking of those that actually... Think of those that actually care about you. Just reach out, or probably go to the suicide hotline to actually seek for help. Just don't suffer in silence. There are those that actually dealt the same thing as you do. And we just all gotta come together as one community and help fight it. Even though we can fight it, but we just gotta keep surviving. Day by day, we gotta keep surviving. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm feeling this, and sorry if my voice is a little bit shaking right now. But a word has to be out, and I want to be one of those to help make a message. To reach out a kind heart to those that seek help. To help those that actually need help. Someone to actually sit down and listen to. Instead of just passing by and just let them suffer in the dark. So believe me, if you've been dealing with suicide, either go to the website or probably go to a number that would help you. And believe me, don't suffer in silence. So I'll pick this up in the next episode. So That's all for now. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you next episode. See you then.